Heed the sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. We have a special topic today on the subject of polygyny versus monogamy, real world facts. This particular topic is going to give you an understanding of what men get in monogamy versus what men get in polygyny. My hope is that through this particular video, people will gain a real world understanding that monogamy is a major problem and polygyny is the solution. So we're going to get into a lot. I pretty much gathered a list. I'm going to run this list to the people, and you be the judge, because what I'm going to share with you is real world facts of exactly what's going on and what men are actually dealing with in relationships today. So without further ado, let's just discuss monogamy versus polygyny. Monogamy was given to us by the European. It's an unnatural form of marriage that limits the growth of a man. When you really think about monogamy and what it does, it causes more problems and prevent a man from reaching his full potential in terms of manhood as well as building his family. Monogamy in all sense and purposes is population control. It does several things to a man. It emasculates a man. It causes a man to miss out on his best years. It prevents him from being fruitful. It prevents him from multiplying. It prevents him from building family, building businesses. It prevents him from so much. So much potential is lost when a man is trapped under the union of monogamy. Our culture as Israelite people, because we are the chosen people of the Bible, our culture never practiced monogamy. We have always practiced polygyny. Polygyny has always been the way of our people. Unfortunately, in this culture, they have given us monogamy, and we've been born into it. When we came to this land, we came here on cargo slave ships as sardines, and we were literally stocked as livestock in ships. And we took on the languages of our oppressors. We took on their customs. We took on their holidays. We took on their festivals, everything you name it, from Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween. We took on all of these days. We pretty much took on the days of the heathen. And because of this, we took on their culture. So most of you have been born and indoctrinated in what is known as monogamy. You see it as the standard of relationships. Even when people are not married and they're practicing what is known as boyfriend and girlfriend, they're also practicing monogamy. So it doesn't really matter if you got married or if you just dating somebody, because I've already taught that the act of having sex is marriage. You don't know that because, again, you were brought up in this culture that told you could sleep around, have sex with everybody, and it's perfectly okay as long as you don't have a marriage license, you're single, which makes no sense, because if that's the case, then why do you get your feelings hurt if you're dating someone, right, and they cheat on you? It's because you and that person actually became one. That's why. So even though you're dating, you still feel the effects because truthfully you are married. Now, under this system, monogamy has failed. When you look around and you see couples today, all you see is failure. Just recently, I was watching a YouTube channel and you had some model or something, some lady that is, she's very attractive, mind you. She supposedly killed herself because her husband, I believe he's a soccer player or something like that. I guess he cheated on her, whatever the case is, and they have kids, I believe, and she killed herself. Now, this is all under monogamy. Now, you would think under monogamy, why would a woman kill herself under those circumstances? Because she's stressed out and she's insecure. Even under monogamy, women are highly insecure. So we see a pattern of this in relationships wherever we go. Every relationship that women get involved with under monogamy, you're going to deal with insecurities. You're not going to deal with women that are secure within themselves. They're constantly living in fear of you getting with a woman. Their greatest fear is you getting with another woman. So this woman killed herself. When we look at Halle Berry pretty much been married 3 to 4 times, got a divorce with this guy, got a divorce with that guy. She dated half of the entire entertainment business. So when we look at what monogamy does, it really doesn't solve any problems. All it does, it creates a situation where women have an extremely high body count that is out of this world. I mean, I'm going to do a video that's separate with just the life of Halle Berry so that you can see a pattern of events of all the different men she dealt with. It's not pretty when you really think about it, but this is what our women are doing on a daily basis. And to think about how many women within the community are actually engaging in a life of promiscuity and sleeping around with everybody they meet, it just goes to show what monogamy really is all about. It's about destroying our women, destroying our brothers, creating population control, and causing us to just be stressed out to the point where when we look at monogamy, the divorce rate is extremely high. It seems like everybody that gets married, they get a divorce within 2 to 3 years. And it just goes to show that even when two people are together and it's just strictly monogamous, they can't seem to coexist together because really and truthfully it's not going to work, because you're dealing with women that are 99.9% insecure. And when you deal with females that are insecure, you're never going to be happy in a relationship because she will never be satisfied. When we look at monogamy, most men, they pretty much are living like a lion inside of a cage. They're not in the wild freely to roam. They're not trusted. They're looked upon as wild beasts. So they're trapped in this cage, like in a zoo. You know, when you see a lion in the habitat, you can see that they're free, they're happy. But when you see lions in a cage at a zoo, they're under the control of the taskmaster's whip. And they're really unable to roam. They're unable to breed naturally. They're unable to do everything that is natural for a lion. So when we look at men today, they are like those lions that are literally trapped in a cage, and they're unable to reach their full potential. So this video is designed to give you a balanced approach to what men will get in monogamy as well as what men will get in polygyny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch gears and go to my chart that I pretty much put together. So let's take a look at this. This is a chart that I put together which pretty much illustrates everything that men will get under monogamy and what men will get under polygyny. Let's deal with what men will get under monogamy for the moment. Let's see what we can do here. Hold on a second. Let me get this. Wait. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'll leave it all up on the screen. Let's deal with monogamy, shall we? Under monogamy, right? Under monogamy, this is what men get. No cooperation from their wives, from their wife. We can't even say wives. Under monogamy, brothers, you will get no cooperation. Because under monogamy, women believe in equality. They believe that you and her are both equal. Therefore, she's not going to cooperate with you. She won't see you as the head of the house. She will see you as an equal partner. That's how she will see you under monogamy. You won't get no respect. No respect at all. So don't expect respect if you get into a monogamous relationship with a woman. She will treat you as if though you are a second-class citizen. This is what happens all the time. I mean, when we just look at a situation, I want to see if I can bring this up because I was going to do a separate video about this, but I decided that I would probably just throw it in here just to kind of show you exactly what I mean by no respect. Y'all all familiar with the brother, the popular basketball player Stephen Curry, right? Okay, I'm glad you all know about Stephen Curry, but I want to show you what I mean by no respect that you brothers are going to get, because this is what is typically going to happen to you brothers. So I want to give you a little glimpse of Stephen Curry's life and what his wife do that is a total disrespect to him. Now, this is Stephen Curry's wife right here. This is her Instagram page, and this is what she chooses to do when she has a husband. Now, this right here is his wife. Now, brothers, I want you to think about what's happening here. This is monogamy. This is a woman who clearly stated years ago that women who pretty much put themselves out there nude is wrong and it's something she would never do. And she talks about how she would never do nothing like this, but we see her posing nude for the cameras and she's trying to make it look as artistic as possible. But at the end of the day, this woman is an embarrassment to her husband. She's disrespecting her household. She's putting herself out there for all the men to look upon. She put herself out there for ridicule, which is going to cause Stephen Curry a lot of shame and disgrace. And this is sad, but this is what's going on. Hold on a second. This is what's going on out here. Now, if you look at the likes, I'm not sure if you can see it, but this particular thing have a lot of likes, man, a whole lot. Let me see if I can get this thing up here, because you have over 508,000 likes, people. 508,000 likes upon this thing. Now, if you read the comments, everybody is not in favor of this, but this is Stephen Curry's wife, people. This is what you call an embarrassment. This is what you will get under monogamy. Now, this is happening even with brothers that are highly successful, brothers that are multimillionaires. This is what you pretty much get. And it's a sad situation because, you know, like, here's another photo of her supposedly in the kitchen. And this, again, people, this is what's happening with monogamy. Now, this is a married woman. She decided to pose while she's cooking, shaking her behind in extremely tight pants for all the men and everyone to see. And this is what monogamy will give you. And that picture also got 550,000 likes. As you can see, this is what women do for likes. And this is what happened when you're under monogamy, because these women are really lonely and they're starving for attention. Y'all all remember the situation where Stephen Curry's wife came out in the public and talked about how she would like to see more men compliment her and she's all insecure. Now notice, even under monogamy, when having a wealthy husband who is extremely talented in basketball, he's extremely wealthy, he got money, she got the best of everything. Houses, cars, clothing, the woman can buy practically anything. And she's a mother. You would think that a woman under that circumstances would be happy. Even she's not happy, and she's insecure, and she have low self-esteem. And this is why she put herself out there in the public. Now, if Stephen Curry's wife is doing that, and she's with a successful multimillionaire husband, then how much worse it's going to be for the average woman who's working with a guy who have a regular 9-to-5, pulling in $30,000 a year. Is she going to be happy with him? Not at all. She's going to be extremely stressed out, extremely miserable, and always have problems. And this is what you're going to get under monogamy, brothers. You're not going to get no respect. Your woman will disrespect you verbally. She will be verbally abusive. She will be psychologically abusive. She will be mentally abusive. She will disrespect you in the street. She will be online on Instagram. She would be doing all sorts of things. I was just watching another video the other day. I think it was on O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel, where I think he made a video on his show about a woman who, I guess she was doing, I think it's that silhouette challenge or something like that, to that nature. And the young lady's man, her boyfriend or whatever, he didn't like the fact that she put herself out there, and he basically called her out on it. And for whatever reason, when he called her out on it, she got upset and said, "You're controlling me." And the brother pretty much told her, "Look, I have a daughter. You know, my baby mama might end up seeing that. It might cause me problems. And, you know, it could cause me some issues. So I would like for you to take that down as your man." And the woman didn't respect him enough to delete it. So the brother pretty much said, "It's over. I'm done." This is what you brothers are going to face under monogamy. Total disrespect. It's a sad situation, but this is what you brothers can fully expect under monogamy. You're not going to get no respect. Number 3, you're going to have a life of no sex. I need for you brothers to understand that during the dating phase with a woman, you might have sex, you might have sexual relations, but at the end of the day, you're going to have a life of no sex. This is like mandatory information that you must know as a man. If you get involved with a woman under monogamy and you make her your wife, I'm here to tell you, you're going to have a life of no sex. This is typically what's going to happen. It may not happen at the beginning, but it will happen eventually, because your woman would grow more insecure. She'll begin to have extremely low self-esteem. And because she's angry and bitter, she's going to have a serious problem with you for the most part. And what's going to happen, and what's sad about this, is that the more insecure she's going to look at you as the cause of her problem. So she's going to take it all out on you. She's going to be very frustrated, and it won't be long before she starts to deprive you of sexual activity. And it's all because she's not feeling happy within her own skin. And this is sad, but this is what you brothers are going to expect, especially after you have children. Especially as she get older, you're not going to have a life of satisfaction in the sexual department. It's going to cause you to go out there and get other women. It's going to cause you to go creep around. Because again, brothers, once you practice the monogamy game, you're trying to take this oath of monogamy to be exclusive only to one woman, which is really never going to work. Because as you walk through the streets, you're going to be desiring women, because it's your natural. It's in your nature to desire women. It's in your nature to multiply with women in respect and in honor. We're not supposed to abuse our women. We're supposed to wife up these sisters. We're supposed to take them under our wing, and we're supposed to build. That doesn't mean that you're going to be out there hooting and howling with every woman you see. It should get to a point that when you have a certain amount of wives, that you literally are good. You don't really need to go out there and get no other woman, because you're comfortable, you're content, and you're satisfied with the wives that you have. And you're willing to just build with them and grow. So if you are under monogamy, brothers, please be mindful that you are going to have a life of no sex. It's not going to be this active sexual life of every day you having sex and your wife is going to be freaky and wilding. It's not going to happen. I'm letting you know right now. Don't do it. It's going to be a painful situation. You're going to struggle. You're going to live a life of habitual masturbation. You're going to be indulging in a lot of porn. You're going to be deprived of a lot of fulfillment. And it's going to be a very frustrating time for you, brothers. So I hope that you're paying attention to this video, because this is life-changing information that I'm trying to give you. because it's designed to help you grow and become better men. It's very important that you brothers really understand this because it's for your own personal growth and enhancement. And I hope that all you brothers really pay attention, because a lot of times we don't like to listen until it's too late, and then we get frustrated with the fact that we're going through this type of nonsense. So, brothers, let's get back to the chart so that we can see what's going on. Again, we learned that there will be no cooperation. You won't be respected. You will have a life of no sex. Number 4, no encouragement. That's right. Your wife will not encourage you. She won't know how to, because she have enough on her plate. So you won't be getting the encouragement that you want as a man. You're going to find yourself being alone a lot of times, especially when it comes to making important decisions. Your woman won't be there to correct anything that might be wrong or critique you in any way. Or if you're working on a project, she won't be there to try to help you out in any sort of way. So you have to understand that this is very important. And as men, when you have wives, it's important to bring your wife involved with certain things that you may be doing so that there could be some corrections where there may be some errors. It's always good to have that second opinion from your wife. But under most circumstances, she would be too insecure to encourage you. And this is a problem in many relationships. And I hope that you brothers are paying attention. So don't expect encouragement if you are under monogamy, because you won't get that, because she's so insecure, she don't have the ability to encourage you. And that's just a fact, brothers. So let's move on. Number 5, divorce and breakups. Divorce and breakups is inevitable under monogamy. You will get a divorce if you're married, and you will break up if you're in a dating phase. This is normal under all monogamous relationships. When people are dating, they will eventually break up. They will break up, make up, break up, make up. This is normal activity under monogamy. So don't expect long-term success, because there will be none. You will get a divorce if you get married to a woman who is insecure. This is something that is very, very normal. You can take this to the bank. You will get a divorce. Again, look at Halle Berry's situation. Look at the situation with Stephen Curry's wife. Eventually, Stephen Curry and his wife is going to get a divorce. You heard it here. I already said that in previous videos. Stephen Curry and his wife will eventually get a divorce because she want another man at this point. She's thirsty for a new man. She want attention. And notice, with 500,000 likes, you would think a woman would be satisfied. She's still not satisfied, because when a woman is insecure, when a woman is not happy with herself, when a woman is frustrated and lonely inside, it doesn't matter how many likes she get. It doesn't matter how much money her man make. It doesn't matter how much likes she get on the gram. She will always be that way, because it's something only she can overcome. And it's really a life of vanity. Stephen Curry's wife is literally living a vain life. A woman with all of that success and all of the blessings, you would think that she would be at peace. But the truth of the matter, people, is this. Just because a person has money, materials, and fame doesn't mean they're blessed. A lot of times, we look at people that are highly rich in terms of money and possessions, and we look at them and we think that they're blessed, or they got the blessings on them, or they're being blessed by God. No. Material items can be for anyone. When you're blessed of the Most High, everything is blessed. Your family, your relationship, your marriage, everything is prosperous, not just your bank account. So a person can be rich in terms of money, and yet they're blind. They can't see. A person could be rich and they have poor health. So being rich in money does not mean you're rich in health. Being rich in money and materials does not mean you're rich in family and love. So I hope that everybody out there is paying attention to this, because it's very important information. You're not going to get this on no other channel on YouTube, because nobody really focuses on truth like this. The only channels that I would recommend that focuses on truth is Pastor Dowell's channel and New Breed's channel. Those are the only two channels that I pretty much would shout out that pretty much focus on giving people truth on a daily basis. Other than them, there's really nobody else that's really putting truth out there. So with that said, let's get back to this chart. Divorce and breakups, like I said, is inevitable. You're going to get a divorce. It's going to happen. So if you marry a woman under the marriage contract of the state, you're going to get a divorce. It's inevitable. Child support. You will be put on child support once that woman break up with you. So get ready to pay out of pocket. She will blame you for everything. She will say that you're a deadbeat dad. This will happen to you whether you are in a marriage or if you are dating and get a woman pregnant. All of that falls under monogamy. You will be put on child support. Your paycheck will be garnished and you will struggle and suffer. Prison time. If you're not paying your child support, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, they're going to put you in prison. Possible domestic abuse, domestic violence, whatever the case is, you're going to be put in prison. Something's going to happen in these monogamous relationships that might put you in prison. So be mindful of that. Number 8, possible death. She may end up killing you. You may end up killing her. This is a serious thing I'm talking about, people. There's a lot of domestic violence in relationships that is very serious. And, it is what it is. But you have to be mindful of that. So with that said, let's move on to number 9, daily arguments. Daily arguments will happen all the time, people. I mean, under monogamy, because you're dealing with an insecure woman with low self-esteem, you're going to be arguing all the time. Like, it's going to be arguments over petty things. I mean, it's going to be like, it's so childish the way these things work. But you're going to be under a lot of stress when it comes to the bickering and the constant complaining. And you're going to look at yourself like, why am I in this? Why am I going through this nonsense? You're going to be forced to go get yourself a bottle to go drink. You're going to have to go hang out with your buddies and just leave the house because you're going to be more frustrated being in the house because your woman won't let up. Because of her insecurity, she's going to constantly argue with you, not because you've done anything wrong, but because she's insecure. And it's something you're going to go through all the time. So I hope that you brothers are very mindful of this because this is what you're going to deal with under monogamy. You best believe this is what you will deal with. Number 10, insecure women, just like I was saying. Under monogamy, every woman you take in under monogamy will be insecure. This is a fact. Any woman under monogamy that get into a relationship under monogamy, you mark my words, you're dealing with an insecure woman. The woman that you have will be so concerned with you being with another woman that she won't be able to be happy. She'll be constantly worried about who's on your phone, who you're texting, who you may be sleeping with, what you're doing on the job, why you're coming home late, why is it that you're doing overtime. She's going to constantly be trying to look through your phone, putting tracking devices on you, telling other people to watch you. The woman is going to be so insecure. And it's sad because a lot of times women that are so insecure be very attractive. A lot of times a woman could be beautiful. And yet because she's so insecure, it will cause her to live a life of misery. And that's something you don't want to deal with as a brother. You really don't want to be in a relationship where you're dealing with women that are so insecure that they make your life a living hell. And it's sad, but being with an insecure woman is something you brothers are going to face under monogamy. There's no way around this. You will deal with an insecure woman, and they're the worst type of women to deal with because no matter what you do, they're never going to be happy. You could buy them gifts. You can buy them clothes. Again, just look at Steph Curry's wife. She's involved with a multimillionaire husband. She got the best of homes, the best of automobiles. She could buy all the designer clothes she wants. Her children have all of the material things. She's still not happy. Think about it, people. So, you're going to deal with insecure women. Now, number 11, a cheating wife. Again, people, I just showed you Stephen Curry's wife. I just showed you or talked about Halle Berry being promiscuous with all these different men, fooling around. You're going to deal with a cheating wife. Eventually, under monogamy, your wife will cheat on you. Even if you're not married to the woman, she will eventually cheat on you. Now, you might be saying, why would the woman cheat? Isn't it the man that will cheat? Well, under those circumstances, men will creep on the low because of their desire for more than one woman. But we're going to get to that a little later. What I want to focus on is that under monogamy, women cheat all the time. And that's something that most men don't really think about. A lot of times women cheat and you just don't know because they do it so well that you would just never know, because you're going to work and you're expecting that under monogamy, she's the most faithful. You're assuming that she is the faithful one in the relationship. And what you don't know is that she is actually the one who is doing the most cheating. And you don't realize this. Maybe she's not cheating all the time, but she will cheat at some point in that relationship, because under those circumstances, when you're working and you're not around and she's home alone, she's pretty much desiring your company. But she don't realize that as a man, you're supposed to work. So to cope with the stress and the loneliness, she go and find herself another man, or dip dabble with the UPS guy or the FedEx guy. No offense to the UPS guy and the FedEx guy, but at the end of the day, you know, if you're delivering packages all the time, hey, something may spark up. But nonetheless, this is what you're gonna deal with, brothers. And normally when women cheat, it's more calculated. So it's not like she's just doing it just to do it. There's a reason why women cheat. And when they do it, they have no remorse for why they do it. It's just something that they just do. And it's unfortunate, but this is what us brothers will go through and face under monogamy. And eventually when you find out, you're going to be in shock. So I'm trying to let you know now so that you can pretty much cope and deal with the issues that you will eventually face in the future. So I hope you brothers are paying attention. Let's continue. You're going to be dealing with debt and school loans from women. Brothers, when you get in monogamy, again, you're dealing with the independent woman. You're dealing with women who are going to school, women that are pretty much being educated, going to college, and so forth. So when you get with these particular women, please understand that when you marry them, you also married their debt. So if you're dating a woman and she have a school loan and she have this and that, master's degree and all these other things, please understand that she have a massive debt. Once you marry her, you also marry the debt. So not only are you getting a woman that's insecure, a woman that won't cooperate, won't respect you, living a life of no sex, no encouragement, divorce, breakup, child support, prison time, possible death, daily arguments, insecurities, cheating wife. You're also getting, on top of that, a woman that carries a great load of debt. Not only school loans, but also credit card debt, bank loans, you name it, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Macy's. All of those cards are normally maxed out. This is what you brothers are going to inherit, all under monogamy. So not only are you going to be dealing with the bills, you're going to be dealing with her bills and everything else too. Horrible situation to be in, brothers, but I'm trying to warn you right now. Number 13, your house will be out of order. Yes, sir. Your house will be out of order, brothers. I know it's a great shock to you, but under monogamy, because of the amount of things your woman or your wife will be doing, she won't have time to maintain the cleanliness of the house. She may clean the house once in a while, but eventually it's not going to be tidy the way you would like it. And you're going to be very frustrated because of this. But this is what you're going to deal with. House will be out of order, especially if she have children. The more children she have, the more likely the house will be out of order. This is normal in most households under monogamy. If people be honest with themselves under monogamy, when you have children and you have a household under monogamy, in most cases, the house is not tidy. Because of this, the children are rampant, they're going wild, the house is dirty, the woman is dealing with all the issues, schooling, especially during COVID and all this other stuff, and children have to be on these laptops. There's a lot of stuff that women got to do. So under those circumstances, she's not cleaning the place the way she needs to. And because of that, you're not going to be happy with the results of your house not being taken care of. And you're going to look back at yourself and you're going to be like, wait a minute, I have a wife, but at the same time of having a wife, the house is not tidy. See, these are problems that you're going to face under monogamy. And you brothers, you need to be mindful of this, because this is something you're going to get involved in, and I'm trying to guide you so that you don't go into this ditch, because if you do, you're going to be frustrated. So please be mindful. This is the best video on YouTube you're going to get to pretty much gather this information. And if you're a young brother in your 20s, you really need to soak up this information and share it with all your boys and everybody else, because it's going to be pretty rough out there for you once you walk down that aisle and take that woman as a wife under monogamy. This is what you brothers are going to face. So I hope that you brothers really pay attention to what's going on here. Now, with that being said, number 14, you'll never reach your goals. Yeah, that's right, brothers. You will never reach your goals under monogamy with a woman it just won't happen because she won't be there to help you reach those goals. Being that she's insecure and have low self-esteem, it will be a situation and a point in the relationship where she will become jealous of you. Yes, that's right. She will become jealous of you at some point and not desire to see you reach your full potential, because in her mind, once you reach your full potential, it means that other women will be involved in your life. In some instances, some women would not want their husbands to be extremely successful or have money, because they know that money amplifies where a man lives. In terms of money, money will amplify the results in your life. So if you're the type of guy that got money, it will amplify the things you do. It'll amplify your friends. It'll amplify the women you deal with. It will amplify your lifestyle. It will amplify the places where you're able to visit, the places you'll vacation. All of these things money amplify. So money is an amplifier. So as a man, you'll begin to dress good, and it's going to attract new women. Your wife don't want that to happen. So in most instances, she's not going to help you to reach your goals. You could be a talented music producer. You could be a cook, a chef. You could be doing all sorts of things talent-wise. She won't be there to help support you get to those goals. It's sad, but this is the truth, brothers, and I hope that you're paying attention to this. Don't expect her to help you get there, because she will not help you to get there. She will continue to act as if though it don't exist, because there's some jealousy, some resentment, and she really don't want to see you reach those goals. And even though your goals is designed to help the whole family, in her mind, she's only thinking of herself and her own security. And if you reach those goals, in her mind, her greatest fear is that you're going to leave her. So what happens is she refused to help you reach those goals. So you're going to be literally like an anchor, locked down and unable to move, because every time you try to make good moves or step out and take the initiative to take opportunities and risk, she will always be there to try to talk you out of it. This is a sad situation, but it's the truth, and many guys are going through this right now. Number 15, you won't get quality meals. Brothers, under monogamy, don't expect to have a healthy life. Under monogamy, don't expect to have healthy meals all the time. Now, granted, in certain situations, you'll have a woman that will cook, a woman that will cater to you in the food department. But under most circumstances, most women under monogamy, they don't even know how to cook. And you will literally be there frustrated, suffering, unable to get healthy meals. You will find yourself having to eat fast food all the time. You're going to be deteriorating inside and lacking a lot of vital nutrition, amino acids, and vital nutritional health, because your woman will refuse to actually help you in those areas. So under monogamy, don't expect to have a woman that's going to be there to cook for you all the time. It's not going to happen. You literally would come home to an empty pot. You'll come home and she'll ask you where the food is. And it's a sad situation to have a wife and not be able to have her cook for you. Sad situation, brothers, but this is exactly where we are as brothers. And this world is really, really crazy when it comes to this. But I want you brothers to know that under monogamy, this is what you will have. So don't be alarmed when you see it happen, because it will happen. You won't get quality foods, quality meals. You won't get quality breakfast, lunch, or dinner, snacks. She will literally act as if though it's not important. And this is sad, because a man deserves to have quality meals, healthy meals to help sustain his body so that he can be healthy enough to live many years. Number 16, you will be blamed for everything. Brothers, under monogamy, anything that's wrong, your woman will blame you. You will be blamed for all her problems, all her hurts and pains. She will blame you no matter what. You are the cause of all the problems, brothers. No matter how you see it, your woman will blame you. If she's feeling insecure, she will blame you. If she's having a bad day, she will blame you. If the kids need something and they're not doing good in school, she'll blame you. She will accuse you of not spending enough time with the kids. She'll accuse you of not doing too much activities with them. She'll accuse you of not taking them to the park. She'll try to blame you for every single thing going on, because in her world, she's doing everything. Again, under monogamy, women are doing everything in those dimensions in terms of wifely duties. They don't have the help of a sister wife. And because they're insecure and don't want a sister wife around, they have to take on the burden of doing all the work. And if a woman have multiple kids, it's more demanding on her body, which means more stress. But women don't understand this. So because of that, she's going to blame you. She's going to say it's you. She's going to say why you're not helping her, that you're not helping her enough. When the issue, brothers, is not that you're not helping her. The issue is she need a sister wife to help her. It's a woman that she needs to help her, not a man. Because as men, we're designed to build. Yes, we can do certain things in terms of helping. We could change a diaper or two. We can watch the children here and there. But at the end of the day, women are the nurturers. They're the caretakers. They're the caregivers. They're the ones who raise children. You understand? We've supplied disciplinary action. We supply the education. We're there to do what is needed to instill values into these children. But at the end of the day, it takes women to have a sisterhood to raise children. That's why they say it takes a village to raise a family. And that's real talk. But women, they don't seem to understand that. So most women today under monogamy, they're trying to do everything by themselves. They're trying to be the mother, the doctor, the nurse, the cook, the cleaner, the plumber, the janitor. They're trying to do everything. And it seems like it's not working. Sad situation, brothers. But this is what you will face under monogamy, brothers. No matter how you see it, no matter how you spin this is what you will have. She will blame you for everything. She'll blame you for her not being sexually fulfilled, even though it's her fault. She will blame you for why she's insecure. She'll say that it's your fault, why she's have low self-esteem. She will never take accountability for her actions. That's something else you brothers gonna have to learn. I didn't even have it in my list, but one of the things you're gonna face under monogamy is women that will never ever take responsibility for their own actions. Anytime they're wrong, they will never take personal responsibility, brothers. Number 17, domestic violence. Domestic violence is on the rise in many relationships, and it's all under monogamy. When you look at the news, you always see couples arguing and fighting, and it's resorting to violence and possible death and arrests. This is what's happening every day under monogamy. Now, if monogamy was the way and it was so special and great, why are we seeing such a rise in domestic violence? This is a sad situation, but this is what's happening in today's world, brothers. Now, number 18, you will have a possessive, jealous wife. Brothers, I am warning you. Under monogamy, you will have a jealous, possessive wife where she thinks that her job is to control your manhood. She won't understand this because she's under that system. She don't have the culture that the Most High prescribed to us as a people. She will believe that you are her property. She will believe that no other woman should be near you. She will try to control your manhood. No matter how you see it, your woman will be extremely possessive, and extremely jealous. This is the nature of the average woman under monogamy. Brothers, pay attention. This is one of the best videos you are viewing right now in 2021. I am giving you the 411 on what's going on. And we didn't even get to the good parts of the video yet. I am literally giving you all of the issues you will face under monogamy. These are guaranteed things that you could take to the bank. You will experience this under monogamy. So don't be mindful. Please be mindful of what's going on because this is something that brothers will be facing. Now, with that being said, let's focus on the issues of these women in number 19. Not issues with women, issues with yourself. You will creep on the low with women. That's a fact, brothers. Listen, under monogamy, you brothers will begin to creep on the low and you will cheat on your wife. Now, why do I say cheat? I say cheat in the context is that if you take the oath of monogamy, what you're essentially telling your wife is that you won't be with no other woman. But we all know that the nature of a man is to deal with more than one woman. Now, because you're unable to practice polygyny, you are going to creep on the low with women. You're going to cheat. It's not really cheating. It's cheating in the context that you will be dealing with women pretty much on the low key because you have the desire in you. And it's something that you brothers will do. And it's unfortunate, but hey, this is what's going on. So with that being said, brothers, I need for you to really focus on what I'm saying here. You're going to creep on the low under monogamy. No matter how you spin it, no matter how you see it, you will pretty much be dealing with a lot of these issues. And there's no other way around this type of stuff. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, I'm being distracted by my phone, I know. I got some information pulling up on my phone on something, but let me open this up. Let me just finish my distractions so that I can pretty much get back to the video, because I won't rest till I look at what I pretty much came up here, some information. Let me see what we got here. Oh, let me see. Reserve today. Oh, snap. Let me see. Do I want these? Yeah, some sneakers, y'all. Yeah, look. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, wrong camera. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, man. Sometimes you got to stop to see what's going on. Oh, I want these. Definitely. I want those. Definitely. I want these sneakers. Let me reserve those. Add those to my bag. Give me a second, y'all, while I deal with this right here. Again, you're dealing with one of the best videos on YouTube. I just have to get this particular shoe because this is like a classic right here. And I have to make sure that I reserve this. All right. We'll be back in a second. Don't worry about it. Okay, let me check out. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Don't mind me, I'm taking care of business right now. As you can see, I like shoes. Okay, everything seems to be good. All right, all right. Okay. All right. Okay, that's taken care of. Thanks for your order. Thank you. I got early access. That's good. Okay. Apologize for that, but at the end of the day, I gotta handle my business. Y'all know how it is here on Black Male Advice TV. Anyway, let's get back to the program. I had to purchase some shoes real quick. Let me see where we at. We are at creeping on the low. Yeah, a lot of you brothers will be creeping on the low. You will have to cheat under monogamy. It's unfortunate, but this is what monogamy will do. Monogamy will put you in a position where you'll find yourself hiding your cell phone, erasing text messages, dealing with women on the low key, visiting women on the low key. You'll be doing all sorts of things on the low because monogamy forces you to be that way. Now, it's unfortunate, but this is what you brothers are going to have to do because your nature wants to practice polygyny. And because you're locked under monogamy and you've been emasculated, you're going to have to creep on the low. And because of this, your woman is now going to have reason to blame you and say that it's you who is causing all these problems. And it's unfortunate, but this is what she's going to do. And in all sense and purposes, you can't really blame her because you took the oath of monogamy. So rather than going through this dilemma, don't take the oath of monogamy. That way, a woman cannot hold you to any of that nonsense because you're not one who participate in monogamy. You made it very clear to her that you participate in polygyny. You understand? So with that being said, monogamy is going to give you a life of, masturbation, creeping on the low with women, having affairs on the job. It's going to be a very rough situation. And because it's going to be messy, a lot of times you brothers, because you're not doing things in a righteous manner, you're going to find yourself sleeping with thoughts. You're going to find yourself dealing with women that are no good, dirty women. You might even end up getting a woman pregnant out there because of your desire for sex and your desire for women. Again, you're going to be deprived of sex under monogamy. So when you go out there to mess around with thoughts, you might end up getting one of these women pregnant, which will again now put you on child support with that woman. So do you see what monogamy is doing to you? Monogamy is literally causing you to become wicked. Monogamy is causing you to do things in an ungodly way. Whereas if you were under polygyny, you wouldn't have to do that. You would have had your wives. You would have had no reason to creep. So with that said, I hope you brothers are learning something, and I hope you sisters are learning something too. Now, number 20, you will be emasculated daily. Yes, brothers. You will be emasculated daily by your wife. This is something she will do all the time. There's no way around this. As brothers, she will emasculate you. She will find ways of putting you down and making you feel that you are not allowed to be around women. You're not allowed to see women, because if you do so, you're cheating. You won't be allowed to have female friends. You won't be allowed to stay out late. You won't be allowed to stay out overnight. You will literally have to check in with your woman. You will have to do all these different things. I think I even have something within my list that talks about that. I believe it's number 23. We're going to get to that in a minute, which pretty much wraps up what I'm saying. But literally, your woman will emasculate you. She will belittle you. And you're going to be stressed out, brothers. I'm telling you, this is not a fun ride. You are literally going to be emasculated every single day by your wife. No matter if you're in a marriage under monogamy or if you're in a dating boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, your woman will emasculate you daily to make you feel like you are not allowed to be around no other woman. You will have a high case of the mama love affair syndrome. I believe that video is still on my channel. I'm not sure if I put it on Patreon or not. If it's on my channel or not, I may have to bring it back. But I made a video on the mama love affair syndrome. I highly recommend you brothers go look at that video, because a lot of us brothers, pretty much 99.9% of us brothers, we suffer from the mama love affair syndrome. And that is something you will suffer from once you've been emasculated long enough, because this emasculation started from when you were with your mom. As a young boy, you've been emasculated. So the mama love affair syndrome pretty much was with you as a youth all the way till now. And it seemed like every relationship you get involved in, you have this fear of being caught, or this fear of you must be doing something wrong when you're around other women besides your girlfriend or your wife. So brothers, be sure to watch that video on the mama love affair syndrome, because it's very, very powerful. Number 21, you will be controlled by your wife. Yeah, your wife will control you. I mean, once you've been emasculated, you become a yo-yo, and she have you on a string, and you can only go but so far. And this is truth, brothers. Under monogamy, you will become a yo-yo under your wife's control, where as far as you go, she'll be able to pull you right back, because you're under her control. You're not the one in control. You're not the head of the house. She's the head of you. She literally is your boss. You have to submit to her. You cannot do anything without her approval. You cannot go nowhere without her approval. This is the life of a man under monogamy, brothers. Don't fall victim to the life of monogamy, because it's going to be a horrible, horrible existence, brothers. I'm telling you, you will be miserable all your days under monogamy. Don't do it to yourself, brothers. Please, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to save you from this pitfall that many brothers have fallen into, and that many brothers are going through even till this day with their old lady. Don't let this happen to you, brothers. Number 22, the state controls your marriage. Yes, brothers. What you must understand is that once you marry a woman under monogamy, the state own you. The state own your house. The state own your marriage. Literally, you are at the mercy of the state. And because the marriage contract only benefits women, there are no benefits for you. This is why under monogamy, under the marriage contract, it's pretty dangerous for us brothers to marry women under that system, because there are no benefits for us. Everything benefits the woman. And it's a damn shame, but this is the culture we live in. And sadly, many of us take this route because we believe we're doing the right thing, but actually we're doing the wrong thing. We're setting up ourselves for failures. This is why you have so many brothers losing their money, losing their wealth. I mean, you get married to a woman, she take you for half of your property, your assets, everything, because you married her under the state. This is a damn shame, but this is what's going on, brothers. So be mindful that when you marry a woman under monogamy, this is what you're essentially doing. The state is involved, which means they get a cut and the wife get a cut. Even under child support, the state gets a cut and the wife get a cut. It's a money-making business, brothers. It's all designed for us to fail. And I'm telling you, free yourself from this bondage of called monogamy. It's a dangerous, dangerous, dangerous union. Number 23, your wife will become your parole officer. Yes, that's right. Your wife will become your parole officer. I had a little typo there. I put parole officers. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Your wife will become your parole officer, which means you're guilty no matter what. So before you can do anything, it got to be approved by her. She's going to be up under you all the time. She's going to be in your phone all the time. She's going to be at your job all the time. She may come to your job literally while you're there and pull up and be like, hey, just to see if she catch you. It's going to be crazy, but you won't be able to leave the country until you come involved and give word to your parole officer. Just like with a brother that been to prison. Once he come out, he got to go to his parole officer. He can't do nothing unless the parole officer gives the approval. Isn't that something? He got to be within city lines and city limits. This is sad, but a lot of you brothers, your wife have become your parole officer. That's a damn shame. But this is where most of you brothers are. It's not really a laughing matter, but sometimes you got to laugh because if you don't laugh, you're going to be crying. And this is a real issue here, brothers. But I hope that you understand what I'm trying to share with you. Let's see where we at now. We're at number 24. You will be defrauded by your angry wife. Yes, that's right. It goes back to number 3, life of no sex, but defraud could mean in every area, which means not only is she going to defraud you sexually, but she may defraud you with cooked meals. She may defraud you with encouragement. She may defraud you with keeping the house up. She may defraud you with not allowing you to see the best of her body, not allowing you to see her sexiness, but she will allow others to see it. This is why I made a video where I talked about how most wives, they would get dressed to go to work. They look their best when they go to work, but when it comes to being around you, they don't look good at all. That's a shameful thing, but that's all a part of being defrauded. She would look good for others, but not for you. Just like with Stephen Curry, his woman is in public looking good for other men, taking off all her clothes and posing nude for other men and women. And at the same time, she have a husband. I bet you she don't pose nude in the house for her man, but she'll do it for the gram. Isn't that a shame? But that's what's going on. And it is what it is. So with that said, number 25, you won't be happy or fulfilled. I mean, brothers, just with the list alone of everything that I just went through, you're not even happy right now while listening, but that's just the truth. Under monogamy, you won't be happy or fulfilled because it's not designed to be a happy situation. Monogamy is designed to deprive you of the abundant life. Monogamy is designed to be population control. Monogamy is designed to keep you from fulfilling, building your family and your legacy. Monogamy is designed to prevent you from building wealth. It will keep you stagnant. It will keep you unhappy. It will keep you miserable and unfulfilled. You won't be fulfilled sexually, emotionally, financially. Nothing will be fulfilled. You will literally live a miserable existence, and your wife will be happy about that because she know that she have you under wraps under her finger. It's shameful, but this is what's going on. Number 23. Number 23 goes as follow. Your wife will be stressed out. This is a fact, brothers. Under monogamy, your wife will be stressed out because she don't believe she needs the help of any other woman. She will take on all the wifely duties. She will take on all the issues going on in the house. She will take on all the chores. She will do all the cleaning, dealing with the children, dealing with the shopping, dealing with all the different issues. Sex time will be very limited with you. She will be stressed out even about having sex with you. Brothers, let me tell you something. Under monogamy, most women will be stressful just by having sex with you. It would be a frustrating situation, sad situation, but that's what you will go through under monogamy. Brothers, I'm here to tell you, it will be a rough time for you. And I hope that you brothers are paying attention to the video, man, because I shared a lot of key information here. Your woman will be stressed out, overworked because of all the issues she got. She don't want the help of a sister wife, so she's gonna have to do all the work by herself. Imagine as a woman under monogamy dealing with 2 children, 3, 4, 5, 6, and your husband. You gotta cook, clean, shop, go to school, deal with all of this stuff during COVID, and you're doing all of this stuff by yourself. When your children are sickly, you gotta go to the hospital. You gotta do this while your other children needs your help and your assistance, and nobody's helping them. How do you cope with all of that stress? This is the reward for women that don't want to deal with polygyny. She got to do everything by herself. And because of that, she's going to be so stressed out, she's going to deprive you of sexual fulfillment, companionship, love, attention, encouragement. Brothers, you are going to be alone. You are literally going to be in that relationship alone, and that woman will be very happy with it because in her mind, it's perfectly normal. Because to her, that's what a relationship is about, depriving you of everything. And that's a damn shame, but this is where a lot of brothers are right now under monogamy, brothers. This is truth. So, with that being said, number 27, the final thing that you brothers will have and what monogamy will bring, your wife won't be happy no matter what you do. Brothers, no matter what you do, under monogamy for your wife, she will never be happy. No matter what. No matter what you do. No matter how much you compliment her. No matter how much you praise her. No matter how much the bills are paid. No matter how much you tell her she looked good in a particular dress. It doesn't matter. She's not going to be happy with you. She's not going to be happy. She's not going to be fulfilled. She's going to continually be insecure. She's going to continue to have other issues. Hold on one second. Let me tend to my daughter real fast. I'm going to pause it for a minute and I'll be right back. And we'll come back in this thing again. I'm just going to pause it for a minute. I'll be right back. I'll let the music play and we'll be back. Hold on a second, people. I'll be right back. Alrighty, people, I am back where we left off. Let's see what we got here. I had to go tend to my daughters real fast. They wanted some cakes. So daddy had to go get up and get them some cakes. Yeah, that's right. Let me see, where we at now? I think we were on the last portion. Your wife won't be happy no matter what you do. Yeah, that's right. No matter what you do, brothers, your wife won't be happy. We clearly see, based on Stephen Curry's situation, that his wife pretty much she's not happy. She's not fulfilled. She's very insecure. She's having a lot of problems. And no matter how much money you have, no matter how much success, you could have the most beautiful home. When you have an insecure woman, she's not going to be happy. You can have the best of clothes. You could buy her all the designer purses, all the designer bags. You could buy her everything. You can furnish the whole house. Get her the best washer, the best dryer, the best automobile. Buy her all the latest shoes. Send her to get her hair done, nails done, toes done. Doesn't matter all the jewelry you buy her. When a woman is insecure and have low self-esteem, brothers, you are going to deal with a woman that won't be happy. I am telling you, brothers, this is what you will experience under monogamy. This is the result. So, brothers, if you are in a relationship with a woman and she wants you to be under monogamy, you must leave that situation. Don't fall victim to that situation, brothers. Don't do it to yourself. Don't get into a situation where you are in bondage and struggle year after year. I'm trying to guide you out of that mess. I'm trying to prevent the younger brothers from taking that road, because if you do that, I would be doing you an injustice if I didn't warn you. So as a man, as your big brother, I'm trying to direct you, even you brothers that are elder brothers that may be older than me. I'm still trying to guide all the brothers to avoid this collision course, because monogamy is not for us men. We are not monogamous. And when we take this oath of monogamy, this is the bondage we're going to face. So we don't want to get involved with this, brothers. So be mindful and be very, very cautious of what you're involved in. So with that being said, that is what monogamy brings men. That is what we'll bring. Now, with that being said, what about polygyny? What about polygyny? Now, I could have made this video a full live show, but I did it as a pre-recorded video, but we are all watching it live right now. That's why we have you in the chat box, and that's why we have the other comment section open. But I wanted this to be a quick pre-recorded video, because typically all my videos that I'm doing now is going to be pre-recorded. I'll do live shows here and there, but I never intended for this video to be this long. It literally turned into a full length video. I thought it was going to be about 10 minutes, but I wanted to break down all the different issues so that we can all see exactly what's taking place in monogamy and polygyny. So this is an excellent video, very, very powerful video, man. I mean, this is very, very good. I'm very happy with the results of this video. Now, let's look at polygyny. What polygyny bring a man? What do polygyny bring a man? I'm glad you asked that question. Now we are going to find out what polygyny bring. Total cooperation. And I'm going to run through this list. I'm not going to spend that much time because we've been here very, very long. Total cooperation. When you're a man and you're practicing polygyny, even if you have one wife, because you must start off with one wife, obviously. So as a man under polygyny, once your relationship is built off of polygyny and you have one wife for the moment, you will have cooperation. Why? Because your wife understands you, and she understands the union she's involved in, and she understands that as the man, you are the head of the house. So she is going to cooperate with you. She's going to cooperate with the plan. She's going to recognize where we're going and what we have to do. And this is very important, brothers, that you have the cooperation. The most important thing you can have as men in relationships is the cooperation of your woman. Brothers, the most important part of your relationship is the cooperation of your woman. It's more important than sex. It's more important than a nice fat wagon. It's more important than her breasts. It's more important than her wop. Brothers, when it comes to women, the most important thing you can have as a man is the cooperation of your wife or wives. It's the most important thing you can have. There is nothing more pleasing than having women that are cooperative, that are willing to listen, learn, and they appreciate you for who you are, and they respect you. That is the kind of cooperation men seek, and it's very difficult to find in this dark world. But total cooperation is what you brothers will get under polygyny. Respect and love, number 2. When you have women that are under polygyny, that have your cooperation and they are cooperative, you will earn and have the respect and love you deserve. Again, brothers, in order to determine if a woman loves you, you must look at the way she respects you. If she don't respect you, she don't love you. So under polygyny, you judge a woman's love based on her level of respect. The more she respects you, the more she loves you. The more she respects you, the more she loves you. It's just that simple. There's no other way around this. We determine love based on respect, brothers. Always judge it that way. Don't be all emotional. Emotional love is cool, but respect is the key. Respect shows the truth. Now, under polygyny, you will have a life of sexual fulfillment. Yes, brothers. Under polygyny, you will have a life of sexual fulfillment. Why? Because you will have multiple wives. Even if you have one woman, Under polygyny, even with one woman, you will have sexual fulfillment. Why? Because your wife understands that you can have another wife. She understands that sex is important. So she's going to be on her best game. She's not going to be playing games. She's going to be doing her best when it comes to the sex department. She's going to be giving you her all. She's going to be very freaky and open to try and do whatever. And typically, this is something that women must understand, is that men are visual beings. We are visual. We love a hot, sexy lady. So under a marriage, especially under polygyny as ladies, it's very important to be very sexual and sensual when you're with your man. It's very important to look him in the eye and ask him, what do he like? What do he want? What do he want from you? What would he like you to do? And, implement that, whether it's dressing sexy, putting on a nice outfit, putting on lingerie, some fishnet stockings, smelling good, looking good, role playing, all these different sexual acts. There's so many things to explore. As a woman, you need to be open to all these different things. So under polygyny, you're not going to lack in the sexual department, especially when you take on a second wife or a third wife. Now you have a variety of wives. So as a man, is there really a need to go out there and cheat? Is there really a need to go out there and creep? No, there's no need for that, because you have beautiful women at home. You have beautiful wives in whom you love, women that are cooperative with you. Imagine walking around your house and seeing the faces of your beautiful wives, knowing that these are your wives, and you could be intimate with your wives at any given time because they're ready and willing to give you their body. And they're not worried, they're not jealous, they're not concerned. They want to express their love to you. They want to give you their all. Imagine a world like that, brothers. Imagine the peace that you will have. No need to creep. No need to go out there hooting and howling. No need to engage with thoughts. There's no need for that, brothers, because under polygyny, you will be fulfilled by your wives. Very, very important. Very, very important. It's a lifestyle that most brothers never get to see or experience because they're trapped under monogamy and their woman is depriving them of this blessing and abundant life. But this is what you brothers will get under polygyny: a life of sexual fulfillment. Yes, indeed. All of your wives bring something different to the table, brothers. Never mistake the idea of polygyny and what it's supposed to bring you. It's supposed to bring you a life of fulfillment. And under those circumstances, you will love and appreciate your wives. You will love and appreciate their bodies. You will enjoy them. You will not only enjoy them, but you will appreciate them. And you will learn so much from your encounters with them because each of them brings something different to the table. Each one of them will bring you something totally new. There is no competition. There is no, oh, she doing this better and she does that better. Oh, no. Each of them do something totally different. And because of the variety you have, you won't even be thinking about fooling around with women on the outside, which will keep your home protected, free from STDs, free from scandals, free from unwed babies on the outside, free from dealing with thoughts, free from controversy. Brothers, you are missing out on the abundant life. True indeed. Number 4, encouragement. Under polygyny, you will always have encouragement because your wives will always be there to encourage you because they're not jealous of you. They understand that you're the head and they want to see you prosper. Number 5, long-term success. There won't be no divorce. We won't have to worry about divorce under polygyny. Not at all. We will have long-term success, long-term relationship, long-term union under polygyny. We won't have to worry about divorce papers because our marriage is not based on the marriage contract of Babylon. It's based on the principles of the Most High, and because of that, we will always have a long-term relationship. We will always be at peace, and our wives will always be happy. These are facts, brothers, and I need for all of you to understand that. Now, moving on, no child support. There will be no child support under polygyny. Because we have all of our wives, there was no drama, there is no creeping, there is no issues. So there will be no child support. Number 7, no need to creep or cheat. I just finished talking about that. Under polygyny, why would any man be cheating and fooling around when he got 2 or 3 wives at home? Imagine 3 beautiful wives at home, 3 beautiful sisters. Imagine what that is like, brothers. Imagine 3 beautiful sisters with beautiful bodies and beautiful body parts, and there's no need to go outside looking around because you have everything you need at home. See, when you have food at home, there's no need to go and shop. So when you have beautiful women at home and you have the variety of all these beautiful chocolate caramel sisters, brothers, there is no need to go outside looking around because you have what you need at home. Imagine 2, 3 beautiful caramel chocolate sisters. My goodness, the variety that's in your house. Look at the loveliness. Look at the beauty. Look at what they bring you. You really think I'm going to be outside fooling around and cheating and mess up what I got home when I have all the cooperation and love and respect of these women, and I'm outside fooling around with some other strange woman? Oh no, I'm not even thinking about that. As soon as I come from work, I want to come home. Why? I got my wives there. I have a beautiful family. I got beautiful children. I got all of this stuff going for myself, and I'm going to destroy that to mess with a thought? Oh, no. I won't even waste my time with that. I won't even waste my time with that, brothers. So this is what you get. No need to creep. No need to cheat. Under polygyny, men do not creep or cheat. That is a fact. That's a fact. Number 8, wives will homeschool the children. Yes, brothers. When you are under polygyny, we have access to more wives, which means we have more help. Because of this, our children don't have to go to Babylon school. They could be homeschooled. This is something that we need to practice as a people. We should be practicing this, but we need wives. We need to practice polygyny in order to have our wives have the curriculum to pretty much homeschool our children. Very important. We need to have all of our children in a course where they're learning about the Most High, where they're learning about the Bible, where our wives are teaching them truth. This is very, very serious, brothers. Number 9, marriage managed like a business. Under polygyny, your marriage will be managed like a business. Just like a business, they have their plan, they have their way of doing things. Your marriage will pretty much be ran the same exact way. There will be structure and order, and that's perfectly normal under polygyny. Brothers, this is what we need. This is what we pretty much desire. And I hope that under this video, you brothers are learning a whole lot. This is a powerful, powerful video. I believe one of my best teachings on this subject of monogamy versus polygyny. But I hope that brothers out there are really taking heed to this, and I hope the sisters out there are learning a whole lot, because I'm giving you my heart right now on the subject matter. Very, very important topic. Now, with that said, moving on. Number 10, women secured in themselves. Brothers, when you have women under polygyny that are accepting of polygyny, you're going to deal with women that are secured. Women that are secured within themselves. We're not dealing with insecure women. We're not dealing with women that have low self-esteem. We're dealing with women that are secured in who they are, secured in their flesh, secured in their beauty, and they're not competing against one another. These are women that have a sisterhood, and that's going to bring you nothing but peace. Number 11, faithful wives. Faithful wives is what you will have under polygyny, because your wives communicate with each other. Your wives communicate with their needs. And because of the fulfillment you are giving them, because of the environment you're giving them, your wives will have all the emotional support, all of the psychological support, all of the financial support. Your women will have pretty much everything they need, especially the sisterhood and bond they have with their sister wives, which give them the ability to talk about their issues, to talk about the children, to deal with the children issues, to deal with any medical issues, to deal with any sexual issues that they may be going through. They have their sister wives to pretty much talk to them about whatever they may be facing as wives. Very, very important for the growth and the healing process in a relationship. So you won't have to deal with women cheating on you. You won't have to deal with women that are unfaithful, because all the wives are holding each other accountable, not only in terms of being faithful, but also being accountable, and also being accountable for their personal hygiene, which is very important in relationships. When you have wives that are faithful to you, they hold each other accountable in terms of personal hygiene. They will talk to one another about proper vaginal health and how to keep their body right and how to present themselves to you. Wives will begin to teach each other the valuable fundamentals of maintaining their body. Not only that, maintaining their health and their physical appearance, on how to keep themselves looking beautiful for you. Very, very important, brothers. I'm telling you, we're missing out on a life of abundance, and all of this can be done under polygyny. Yes, indeed. Let's see where we at right now. We are dealing with number 12, no debt. When you're dealing with women under polygyny, you won't have to deal with debt, because when these women come in and before you take these women as wives, you are focusing on the issues concerning debt, and we must maintain the issues that they dealt and built on their own. We don't want to deal with women that have or carry debt. So before you even build with women under polygyny, you need to nip that in the bud one time, because this is not what we're going to face or take on. So if you are a woman and you're trying to get involved in polygyny, you must be mindful of ridding yourself of your debt, controlling your spending habits, and or making it known to the man up front that these are the issues you have in terms of financial debt. That way, those issues can be resolved and pretty much dealt with before joining the union and causing any further baggage or any issues with this man having to take on all of those burdens that you're bringing into the table. We don't want to deal with those issues. And there's other issues I could have brought up in monogamy and polygyny, such as women that may have children. I didn't really bring that up into this. I'm more or less trying to bring up the issues that you will face under monogamy and what you will gain as a man under polygyny. All those other issues in terms of women that may have children can be dealt with in other videos. But for now, we're dealing with the basics and the facts of the matter concerning monogamy and polygyny. Now, under polygyny, no debt. Number 13, well-kept house. When you have wives that care for you, respect you, and love you, they're going to maintain the house. You won't have to worry about a dirty, filthy house, nasty toilet, dirty tub and shower, dishes in the sink. Your wives, because they share the household responsibilities, they will be dealing with these particular issues. You won't have to deal with these problems as men. And this is a very, very important thing, because as men, we love a cleanly house. We love a clean home. I like my room. My room is clean. I mean, I keep my room clean personally, but the rest of the house, that's the wife's responsibility. Her job is to maintain these things. Yes, as a man, you can help out, because after all, as men, we're the ones cutting the lawn. We're the ones building. We're the ones who's the carpenter. We're the ones who repair, lay down the tiles, make the house look good. So of course we're involved, but women are the ones who maintain the property. They're the ones who keep things tidy and cleanly. It's very important. You know, when I come home, I want to smell the house smelling good. You know what I'm saying? I want to smell vanilla candles. I want to smell different fragrances in the air. I mean, I like certain fragrances and air fresheners. Like, I have certain things that I have here. I mean, I don't smoke, but, you know, I have these fragrances that I buy from some company called Blunt Effects. I don't know if you ever seen these things or whatever, but I have a bunch of these things. I like these particular fragrances here, man. Like, I have all of these. These are all from that particular brand. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, these particular fragrances here, I like the way these things smell. You know, if you want those things, you can look them up. I ain't getting paid for that. I ain't even getting paid for promoting that. But at the end of the day, that stuff really do smell good. You spray this stuff in the air right here. It's designed for people who actually smoke. But you spray this stuff in the air like this. You know what I'm saying? That stuff go in the air one time. That stuff circulates around your room. It'll circulate around the entire house, and the whole place will be smelling real good. I mean, real good. So I highly recommend that. But I like places that smell good, and I love the scent of vanilla candles and other fragrances. So when you have wives, they'll have those things burning around the house. House will be smelling real good, you know. And it's important to make sure that your wives look good around the house and look feminine around the house. I may have to make a video about that. Listen, I'm gonna have some videos soon that's gonna be a little, you know, personal, and it's gonna show you like real life stuff to make you really see what's going on. Eventually, I'm gonna do those in the future. But you have to make sure that your wives are looking feminine, and especially around the house. You know, around the house, your women are supposed to look feminine. They're not supposed to look like street girls. They're not supposed to look like they're men. You know, you need to have your wives where they walk around the house in either nice dresses or nice robes, you know, feminine robes that women would wear, stuff like that looks very nice and feminine. And it's very nice when you see them looking like that around the house, because it's arousing to your eyes and to your senses as a man. Very, very important for us as men to do that. So let's get back to this thing here. Let's see where we are. We're up to keeping well-kept house. Number 14, you'll reach your goals. You'll reach your goals. Under polygyny, you'll be able to reach your goals because with more women, you're able to reach your goals. You'll have more help. Self-explanatory. You won't have them being jealous of you, fighting against you. They will be there to support what you're doing. Number 15, quality meals every day. Brothers, you have more than one wife. You have more than one cook. At the end of the day, you're going to be very, very blessed to know that all your wives are in the kitchen, or even if they're not all in the kitchen, they take turns. One cook breakfast, the other one cook lunch, the other one cook dinner, or they all are cooking at the same time, cooking you a feast. Brothers, it's a beautiful thing when you have women that know how to cook and they all are serving you. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, brothers. You won't be lacking in the food department ever. And that's just the truth. Number 16, you and your wives will solve all the problems. At the end of the day, when under polygyny, there won't be no fighting. There won't be no worry. There won't be no blame game of them blaming you for everything. There won't be no nonsense. There will be order. You all will be able to talk about your issues. If any of your wives have issues, we'll be able to discuss them like adults, because like a business, we have order. We have order and we'll be able to deal with these issues like adults. So there won't be no problem. There will be problems that will arise in terms of regular issues that come up in any relationship. But at the end of the day, under polygyny, we will be able to deal with these issues like adults, because it's not like it's just two people arguing and fighting. We have more people there. So with more people, there will be more discussions and more openness where people could be held accountable and or receive proper judgments or instructions and wisdom on how to deal with certain issues that they may be facing. Very, very important for us to understand all of these different things. Number 17, no domestic violence. Domestic violence, we have zero tolerance for domestic violence under polygyny. We're not tolerating that because we don't need law enforcement or the government or state involved in our household. Since we're doing everything by the Most High and we're doing everything in a decent order, there won't be no need for no domestic violence, because as men, we're not hitting on our wives. As men, we're not abusive towards our wives. Now, there may be times as men, you will have to raise your voice. You will have to set a standard at times as men. Don't think for a minute that as a man, you're supposed to be a punk and just allow your wives to just speak to you any old way. As a man, there will be times when you're going to have to raise your voice and be very stern towards your wives and let them know, look, this is the order and this is how it's going to go. Because a lot of times women will get out of pocket just to see if you're going to check them and put them in their place. Believe this or not, brothers, but there are times women will do things on purpose just to see if you're man enough to pretty much check them and put them in order. If that be raising your voice, if that mean holding them sternly and be like, look, you need to calm yourself down. Like, we're going to work this thing out, but you're not going to be talking to me this way. You're not going to be doing this. We weren't physical with them in terms of putting our hands on them in terms of in a violent way, but you have to know how to be a man in terms of controlling your anger and also being stern in how you deal with your women to make them understand that you are in fact a man. So they're not going to be just doing you any old way and you're just going to sit there and tolerate that mess. So please understand that as men, you're not supposed to be a punk in your relationship. You're supposed to be a man. And sometimes women will push you to that edge to see exactly how far you're willing to go in terms of correcting them. So under those circumstances as men, there won't be no domestic violence, but you will have situations where you have to raise your voice and set order. That's normal. Number 18, you will have a sisterhood of happy wives. Again, when women are in agreement and when women coexist amongst one another, there will be a beautiful sisterhood which will allow these women to coexist and build with one another, which will be a beautiful thing for you. Number 19, you'll be able to start businesses from home. Brothers, under polygyny, you'll be able to start businesses. You'll be able to have great success because more minds think alike. And when you have all these minds under one roof, under one house, you will be able to start successful businesses right at home and your wives will be able to run these businesses. Ain't that a beautiful thing? Wow. You won't even have to go to a 9 to 5 because you'll be able to run a successful business right from home. And the family is all involved. Children is involved. What a beautiful thing. Beautiful life, people. We really need to deal with this. Hope everybody's enjoying the video. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful and educational video. And I hope everybody's learning. Let me see where we at. Number 20. I think that was 19 we did before. Number 20. You'll be able to grow food on the land. Brothers and sisters, under polygyny, once we establish a house of our own and property and or land, we'll be able to eat off the land. This is why I respect brothers like Pastor Dow. Pastor Dow is one of those brothers that if you want to learn about agriculture, building, framing a house, framing walls, all these different things, and just land development and growing food and raising, even having animals on the land. These are particular things that you can pretty much learn from Pastor Dow. He have a host of videos and content on his channel that deals with these issues. And he's one of the brothers on YouTube that is an example of a man that's actually living that particular life. He have the fruits and the receipts to show. He's been doing this for many years. And this is why I highly respect him, because he's one of those particular brothers that work with his hands and he shows exactly what he do. But as brothers, when you are under polygyny, this is what you can expect to have over time, is you'll be able to grow food on the land. That is a beautiful thing as brothers and sisters, is to be able to grow our own food and, you know, have a harvest of apples and grapes and lettuce, tomatoes, and be able to have this done all on our own property. What a beautiful thing. Number 21, all of your children will be cared for. When you have more women, there are more access to their mothers, and they'll be able to care for the children the way it's supposed to be done. A village is what raised children. People, this is the abundant life that we are missing out on. Number 22, household duties will be divided. When you have multiple wives, the household duties will be divided, so the women are less stressed. When a woman is doing everything herself, she will be stressed out. So under polygyny, women have divided chores. This is why the Bible says if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish, which means her duties will not be diminished. He will divide all these different things, and the household will function properly, and all the wives will be happy under those circumstances. Number 23, none of your wives will be stressed out. Like I said, under polygyny, your wives won't be stressed out because they won't have to deal with all of the issues that you will be facing under those circumstances. And this is a sad situation, but under those circumstances, when a woman is doing everything herself and going through multiple problems, she will be stressed out. Imagine dealing with the kids, household duties, chores, going here. It's just too much for the average woman. So she's going to be stressed out. Under polygyny, you don't have to worry about that. But under monogamy, ladies, you will be stressed out because you're going to have to do everything yourself. If you want to be a superwoman, monogamy is for you. If you want balance and the chores and everything divided, then polygyny is the answer, which will cause you to be stressless. You won't have no stress. You will be free from stress, and you and your sisters, so your sister wives, will be happy, walking around the house feeling good about yourselves because you won't have to deal with none of that mess. That's just real talk. Number 24, you won't age as a man or lose your strength. That is a fact. Brothers, as men, we're gonna age in terms of our age, but we won't grow old and decrepit. Instead, we'll have our strength. We won't have no heart attacks. We won't be stressed out because our wives will keep us looking youthful. Our wives will keep us stress-free because of their encouragement. I'm telling you, brothers, it's a beautiful thing to have cooperative women that understand the laws, statutes, and commandments, that understands the truth, that understands that we are the head and we as heads are the ones who lead. This is a beautiful thing, and I'm telling you, brothers, we must come back to the abundant life that the Most High prescribed to us, because monogamy is not the answer. Polygyny is. Number 25, You will experience the abundant life. That's all I've been talking about all throughout this video, brothers. The abundant life. The Most High want us to live the abundant life. And the only way we can do that is through polygyny. Monogamy will give us a terrible life of misery. And we don't need that, brothers. Number 26. You will be treated like a king should. That is a fact, brothers. Under polygyny, you will be treated like a king should. Under monogamy, you are treated like a peasant. And this is a fact. Under monogamy, you're not treated like a king. Just be honest with yourself, brothers. Under monogamy, you're not happy. Your woman don't respect you. That's not the way things are supposed to go. But under polygyny, your wives will treat you as a king. They will honor you. They will see you as unto the Most High, because the scriptures even tell wives to honor their husbands and respect their husbands as unto the Lord. So when you think about it, your wives will submit to you as unto the Lord. That's a great honor. And as men who have these wives, you have to make sure that you love your wives and love them as you love your own body. For no one yet hated their own body. So as men, we must respect our wives in terms of treating them right, because to have beautiful wives under polygyny and they're giving you their all cooperation and everything else, we have to love these women with all our heart and soul. And sisters, this is what us brothers, especially us brothers in the truth, want to do for you. We want to give you that type of love. We want to love you with that type of love that the Most High have in our heart. We want to give you our all, but it must happen under polygyny. This is the only way a man can provide that type of love for his wives, that type of security, that type of health. This is what it do. This is what it brings. This is what we have been depriving ourselves of all these years, people. Monogamy have destroyed us as a people and left us crippled, unable to build the kingdom of the Most High. Number 27, your wives will work for you rather than her boss. Brothers, sisters, under polygyny, your wives are supposed to be working for you. Under polygyny, rather than your wife or your wives working at a 9-to-5 in an endless job being stressed out, she's supposed to be helping you, working for you, catering to you, to help the business grow, to help your talents thrive, to help you reach your full potential as a man. Your wives are supposed to be working for you. Yes, women can work under polygyny. Yes, a woman can have a career, but if that career is not working towards the goals you have, brothers, then she's not working for you. She's working for somebody else. All your woman's strength is supposed to be given to you. All of her strength is supposed to benefit the family. Whatever your wives do for you, brothers, is supposed to be for the benefit of the family's growth. Brothers, under polygyny, women benefit so much, and I'm going to have to do a whole video on all the benefits that polygyny bring women. I'm going to do that video. You could look out for that within the week on all the benefits that polygyny brings women. I mean, I already listed a lot in this video here, even though it was more targeted towards men. But I'm going to talk about all the benefits that polygyny bring women. So women could pretty much have the understanding of what they gain, because you gain so much. Under monogamy, sisters, you sisters don't gain anything. And it's a sad situation. But anyway, I believe I shared a lot on this topic. I shared a whole bunch. That's the list. Hope everybody enjoy the list and you're able to gain a lot from it. But I put that list together to pretty much balance out the playing field on what monogamy bring a man and what polygyny bring a man. And these are hardcore facts of what the situation is. So I hope that everybody out there is taking heed to the video and gaining a lot. Brothers, make sure you smell good for your lady. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have your Blue de Chanel, and make sure you have this particular one, the parfum or parfum. Make sure you have that one. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget YSL. Brothers, get up on this, man. Buy all of them. All the YSL cologne is perfectly good. All of them. Every last one of them is good. You know what I'm saying? Those are my recommendations. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're smelling good, man. Get your lotions. Make sure your hygiene is right, brothers. Hey, I got to do a whole video on that too. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, man. You got to make sure that all those things is good. I mean, hey, listen, brothers, you around your wives, man. Like, bro, you around your wives. You got to be making sure you smelling real good. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if your wives want to get close to you and you smelling like tartar sauce or some sort of mess, bro. You got to be making sure that you're groomed up, man. You got like, come on, man. Your wife want to come up under you and, hey, bruh. I'm just saying, man, like real talk, man. So with that said, I'm gonna sign out, y'all. It been good, great video. You know what I'm saying? I bought a pair of sneakers while I was doing everything, and you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. So I appreciate everybody coming out, everybody that's, you know, watching the show, watching the premiere. It felt like a whole live stream, I'm sure, right? But this is actually a pre-recorded video, and you are watching this as a premiere live with me, because I'm in the chat with y'all talking, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But this is pre-recorded, and that's how I'm gonna be doing my videos. And you'll know when it's live when you see the sidebar on your phone saying live. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go do another video. I have a bunch of videos here to do, as you can see. I have videos here on my paper here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I have about 11 videos that I will be doing back to back. So I'm gonna do 10 more videos right after this. That's gonna be shorter in length. And then we're gonna put all of those videos up on YouTube and, you know, deal with the issues that we have here. So with that said, y'all take care. This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. Shout out to all the ladies out there. I'm gonna have to make a video on how all the ladies out there that want to be down with polygyny, how they can hook up with the brothers. Like how do women reach out to the brothers that they feeling? Real talk, like, yo, you know, you be having a lot of sisters that be feeling some of these brothers, and, you know, they don't know what to do. So we got to help them. So it is what it is, man. So I'm going to sign out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could do what y'all got to do. I'm going to go grab something to eat, and I'm going to get back to making these videos. You know how we do it here at Black Male Advice TV. So with that said, I'm going to sign out. This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100%.